guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another film review, horror film review. Tonight we're looking at an American 80s slasher from 1986, and it's called Trick or Treat, which is sort of like a heavy metal kind of slasher film. Before we get to anything, let's look at the release. So here we are, guys. This is a look at the Blu-ray release of Trick or Treat, American 80s slasher film. I bought this from Film Treasures, as you can see there by the sticker. I'm not sure I'll be preserving that sticker. It's nothing to do with the actual release. So here is the disc itself. It comes on Blu-ray. This is region free. It does have a reversible cover, which is really quite nice. I think I prefer, I don't know which cover I like best. Maybe that one. Very nice. So it comes with a reversible cover. It does come with a booklet. We'll have a look at the booklet. This is available on 4K as well from Film Treasures, but Film Treasures were charging £80 for the 4K. So I thought you can take a run and jump. So I bought this version. So I think this is just a booklet about other releases. Not actually about the film. Yeah, it's just a catalogue of releases, which is quite interesting, but it's not actually about the film. I got all excited when I saw the cover. I thought, oh, it's got a booklet. So it doesn't actually have a booklet, it just has a reversible cover. So that is the physical release on Blu-ray of Trick or Treat. So it's quite a nice release from Red Ship, which is an American company. This is region free version of the film, just so you know. I can't really get much more glare on that really if I try, can I? Let's have a look, see if there's any special features on the disc. So this is the main menu for Trick or Treat. The extra features we have on the disc is audio commentaries. We have one with the director Charles Martin, one with Michael S. Murphy, and one with Paul Corupe. We have Rock and Shock, the making of Trick or Treat, In the Spotlight, a tribute to Tony Fields, Horror Hallowed Grounds, the filming locations, After Midnight, a music video, theatrical trailers, TV spots, radio spots, vintage electronic press kit, and still gallery. And that is the special features on Trick or Treat. So there is some special features on the disc, not a lot to shout about, but there is some on there. So let's have a look at the story. So this is about a young lad called Eddie, or Ragman if you like, and he's played by Mark Price, and he's a bit of a metalhead, and it's based in the 80s, so the music is very sort of heavy metal, as I call it, sort of 80s metal orientated. There's a lot of it being played in there by a heavy rock band called Fastway, who do the soundtrack. Anyway, Eddie's favourite artist is Sammy Kerr, and Sammy Kerr is played by Tony Fields, and he loves the guy because apparently he used to go to the high school that Eddie goes to, and he was sort of like he was picked on at school, but then he grew up to be like a famous rock star, so Eddie, or Ragman, looks up to him. And Eddie's also been bullied at school by the lead bully called Tim, played by Doug Savant, and he gets bullied a lot by him at school. He's got a friend called Roger, played by Glenn Morgan, who's quite funny and quite cool. And he's also got the hots for a young girl there called Leslie, who's played by Lisa Orglani. I want to say, and she's sort of like showing a little bit of interest on him because there's one incident in the film where he's being bullied in the sort of locker room, and they push this tape into where the girls are playing like handball, volleyball, and as he goes through, they whip his towel off, so his towel, so he's naked in there, and they all take photos of him and that, and Leslie sees that it's not right, and she starts taking his side and a liking to him. And we hear that Sammy Kerr, his favourite singer's dead, gets killed in a house fire. So he's devastated. So he goes and visits his friend Nuke, who's a DJ at the local radio station, and he's played by Gene Simmons of the heavy metal band Kiss. So he's the DJ, and he gives him this record, which is like the last ever recording of Sammy Kerr. So he goes off with that. And then we see some other sort of like guest appearances coming on. Like on the TV screen, we have Reverend Aaron Gilstrom, played by Ozzy Osbourne. And he's like saying how he thinks it's disgusting, all this rock music, singing about this sort of things. And I was just thinking, yeah, it's the irony of that, because that's what he did, sort of thing. And after a lot of things go wrong, when Eddie goes to the pool party because Leslie invites him, he gets bullied there and nearly drowns. He goes back to his house and he puts on the record that was given to him by Nuke. And there's backward messages on there that are indicated to Ragman. And he's got to do all these sort of things to get revenge on his bullies. But then it goes all a bit too wrong. And, well, I'm not going to tell you because I want you to watch it and find out. Because it's a very, very 80s sort of slasher monster film, if you like. Let's get to the characters. Yeah, so the characters are really cool. I mean, I do like Mark Price in this film, who plays Eddie. He's really cool. And Lisa Organa, who plays Leslie, she's really cool as well. And it's great to see Gene Simmons and Ozzy Osbourne making some sort of like honourable mentions. And Doug Savant, who plays the bully Tim, he really reminds me of Michael J. Fox for some bizarre reason. I think he's just got that style of him. And it's good to see Glenn Morgan as Roger. I thought he was fantastic. It's a really good cast, really strong. So let's get to the final verdict. Well, to me, it's a classic 80s slasher. So I'm going to score it an amazing watch and give it a 9 out of 10. It doesn't get a 10 out of 10 because it doesn't go far enough. I think this could have gone a lot more further and a lot more sort of gory on the kills. Most people that die in this film are through electrification, obviously, because of Sammy Kerr coming through all the electrical equipment and things like that. A bit like Shocker. There are some similarities with Shocker with this. But it's really, really cool. Now, the pluses of this edition, it looks stunning. I mean, I've got this on DVD, and this has not got a UK release. This is an American import, but it is region free. And it just looks absolutely stunning, really cool. It's a great story, got some good strong sort of like heavy rock from the 80s, if that's your thing. I know my lad will appreciate that, and because he's a big Kiss fan, he'll appreciate this because Gene Simmons is in it. But it is a really, really cool film, and I highly recommend picking up if you haven't. Trick or Treat, 9 out of 10. If you've seen it, let me know down below. Now, you probably won't be able to pick this up in the UK unless you get it on import. Don't go for the 4K. I got this from Film Treasure, and it was about, I think it was about £25. The 4K they're asking for £85. So don't go there. Just go with the Blu-ray because it looks cool. It's really good. But here in the UK, you might be able to pick it up on DVD if you look around for it. It's definitely worth picking up. You can check out some horror channels for me. Check out the Horror Geek. Check out Grumpy Andrew's Horror House, The Maniac, Horror Hands, Sammy G's World of Cinema, Mondo Chekovic. And please, massive shout out to my lad. Till next time, look after yourselves, look after one another, and I really hope I'll see you all soon.